Okay, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel, whichever applies to you. I'm releasing this video on a Wednesday, which I don't normally do. I usually do it every Friday, only because this is kind of an update video, and I didn't want this to be the video that I do every week. If you watched Friday's video, you saw we started the Springer. The first part of that work on that bike is done. The motor is done, it's complete. It started up. I've actually started a couple more times since that video. I just wanted to check to make sure there was no oil leaks. I took the intake off and rechecked that, so it's running a lot better now. But I'm still going to take that apart again because I think it needs a little bit of carburetor work, even though it was already rebuilt. It's been sitting for a while. So I've decided to start working on the shovel. So I thought I'd get an update of that because I want to get that done and ready for riding season, which is a few weeks away. In fact, it's like 50 degrees out today. So if it was ready, I could have taken it out today, but we're actually supposed to have a big snowstorm in 2 days. So, winter's still here, obviously. But I just wanted to go over some of the stuff that we're going to be doing on the shovel. I've already started it, so let's take a walk over here. So you can see, I didn't want to move it up on the table because I think it's just kind of a pain in the ass to take the Springer off, put this on, then when this is done, take that off, put it back on. So what I did was I used one of the chocks that I have in my trailer. This bike is not really going anywhere. I mean, I could tighten it down more, but it's fine because I also tie it around the wheel so it can't back out. And these are designed so you don't need anything in the trailer but these straps to hold it down. You don't need anything in the back. Although I tend to strap the back down, just to strap over the back, because if you hit a lot of bumpy roads, the rear end tends to walk a little bit. But these things have been fantastic. I've had these things for like 20 years. So let me see the company. It's called, what is it called? Slick stuff. There's if you're interested in those type of chocks. But I like them. They're really nice. They've stood up well. And I haven't had a bit of problem with them. Because really all I need is for this thing to be upright. So in case I need to take the tanks off, I can take them off, which I probably will. I haven't, not 100% positive that these tanks are coming off because I'm working on the electrical. So in order to get the seat off, I have to take the tank off because the pivot for the seat is right in here. And the tanks are nothing to take off. I just didn't want to do it if I didn't have to. I did put the fairing back on this. I don't know if I mentioned this in another video, but this fairing came with it. It was not on the bike when I got it. They gave it to me along with a different seat that goes on here. And it's got some marks on it that I can probably get a little bit of touch-up paint to go by. But once I take this off the road next fall and start the restoration on this will go out to be redone. Now the windshield has to be not resurfaced, but I'm trying to get some of this stuff off. There was a guy that I contacted who had a 76 for sale on Facebook, and he mentioned that he had a new windshield. So I asked him, where he got the new windshield at. He said National Cycle, but the National Cycle part number they give for Harley is not actually the right part number for this bike. It does have 5 mounting points, but it didn't match. And I asked him, I said, well, what's the deal? You're saying it's OEM. The number that you have is not OEM for this windshield. And I'm going to go over that later on about the OEM stuff. But anyway, I bought a kit to try to get rid of some of this. I don't know what this is, acid rain type stuff. You'll never be able to get rid of this. I don't know how well that's showing up because this is Lexan. And if you look down here, you can see there's a barred shield. It gives a code that General Electric made this. It's a Lexan windshield. So I know this is an original 76 windshield, which are extremely hard to find. So I want to try to do as much as I can. I don't really care about this up here because I'm looking through here anyway. So I've got a kit that I'm going to try to do some work on this to get rid of some of these scratches. But Lexan is extremely hard to refinish. It's not like the newer windshields that are on there, which is polycarbonate acrylic, I think is what it is, which you can get a lot of scratches out. Not so much on the Lexan, but that's maybe because they put a new windshield on. When I got the bike, this was the windshield that was on it. Probably because they couldn't fix this one. I don't know the reason why. especially if one was available. But anyway, that's some of the work that's going to be done. Let me get over here. And you can see right now I've got a mirror under there because I was looking at the crankcase breather, which I ordered a new crankcase breather today. So that should be coming in a few days. That's going to be done. Really, the only thing I have to do down low on this bike, this oil line is going to be replaced because you can see it's leaking down there, and I think that's what's causing the major leak in this motor. I don't see any leak coming from the one up between the cylinder heads. So I don't see any leak for here. So I ordered the kit, and this actually does match the part number from Harley, the kit that I ordered. So we got that to do. We got the crankcase breather that goes in. And of course we got the new wiring for the controls over here. So I started looking at some of the wiring on this, and it's pretty simple. This is the left side wiring and then the right side wiring here, and this goes all into this terminal block. Now the problem is, in order to really do this correctly, I really need to take this fairing off and take this off. This cowling here is actually going to come off in the fall because this is not supposed to be chrome. It's supposed to be brushed aluminum like this. But I don't want to go through that whole hassle of taking this all off now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the wiring here and just splice it in with some soldered connections, just for, you know, for the riding season, because I don't know what kind of connectors. I don't think I have the right connectors for this. And this terminal block just screws in through the back up there. So that'll be a quick thing to do. And I have some really good connectors, like not these things. I absolutely hate these type of connectors. And they actually tape some stuff with, I mean, they do have some, I don't know what this says, something about the flash it says, but that's painter's tape, so I'm not sure why you would do that. I don't think that one has some kind of writing on it too, but I don't know what it says. I can't read it, but I did have to replace the flasher last year. This was not working, so we got that to do. There is a new ignition switch that's going on. I haven't got into any of the wiring yet, but I got to do a new ignition switch on that. That'll be coming up. And that's really all we're going to do, along with the controls. I've got some stuff. I'm going to lube the clutch cable while it's off and lube the throttle cable. Although the throttle cable is not coming off. It's a whole different ball game there. But I will have to do some new brake fluid in it. But anyway, that'll probably do it for the work on that bike. I am going to go back over to the Springer at some point. Maybe I'll wait till I finish that, but I've got to put a Healy coil in this. These risers are notorious for stripping out. Now I did put a longer bolt in here, but you can see it's not really sealing right. It should be sealed like this. So I've got to tap this out, and I think I might just do all 4 Healy coils because I bought some new stainless bolts to go in here that are inch long instead of the 3/4 that are in here. So probably at some point, I'm probably going to wait till I finish the shovel, and then I'll tap those out and do... So this is the crankcase breather for the shovel. I just ordered one of those today. So we'll be doing that. And then here's the kit that I ordered, this Novus kit. I've used Novus before on some other windshields I had. So we're going to try the heavy scratch remover first, then we'll move down to the fine, then the clean, and we'll see how much we can do with that windshield. So usually I'm going to do socket head cap screws I got for the risers, 5/16 by 18 by 1 inch. So we'll do that, and of course we get the wiring going on for the shovel. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. I just wanted to give you a quick update of what's going to be coming up. So I think the first thing I'm going to work on is probably the windshield. I want to do some work on that and see how well that's going to work, because if not, then I'm going to have to try to find a replacement. I'd like to keep the original as much as I could, and then probably move on to the electrical. So it shouldn't take but a couple weeks to get what I need done on the shovel. I could probably do it in a weekend, actually, if I have the time to do the whole weekend. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe, leave me some comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.